Howdy, folks. It's me again. Give you a quick peek at my shirt. I made this when I was 21, so I'm not going to tell you how old I am because don't need to give out too much personal information. But that was exactly around 16 years ago, and I made this shirt because I would go and support my friends when I lived in Vancouver. At the old bars there. Where we had a lot of fun, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah. So, if I wasn't clear, that was for LGBTQ community that I was referencing there. And yeah, sorry, last time I didn't have my fan doing that cinematic hair blowing in the wind for you guys. I dropped the ball on that cinematic thing, so I'm not going to be perfect here. I will try this time to maybe have some Oscar bait in this. It's not an episode. I don't know what you call. I don't even know what I'm doing, let alone how to explain it to you. It's special. It's unique. And yeah. So I'm gonna just start maybe like I don't know, like a paragraph earlier, just wherever I flipped the page last time, because I don't remember where I left off. It's been definitely not 5 minutes. It's days and days later. So still thirsty every time. I am drinking, I am hydrating in between, I got my for the H2O homies out there, gotta stay hydrated. So, here we go. At that news, the stranger's eyes opened wide, and he raised himself off his pillow. "Which way did that demon head?" he gasped. "How much dogs did he have? How much food? I must know, I must find him." Now, I should also point out, I am reading Frankenstein. Forgot to mention that. There's previous videos for you to catch up on my channel. "Calm yourself, my friend," cautioned Walton. "You're very ill, and you mustn't have this kind of excitement." "You're right," said the stranger with a sigh. "You rescued me from near death, and I'm certain that you must be curious about me. My grief is so deep, I can't talk about it yet, but please be patient. I have a terrible secret, which I promise to share with you very soon." Days passed, and the man's strength returned. He insisted on spending his time on deck, searching for the sledge. But he also enjoyed hearing Captain Walton talk about his dreams of exploration. Well, if they're going to call him the captain, I must oblige. Hair everywhere. Guys, I used to not like smiling and self-confidence issues until the very first video that I made, which was 36 minutes long. Once I watched that and saw myself on camera for the first time ever, I realized that I have Danny DeVito happy eyes, and gave me a lot of confidence, and I'm really, just felt a lot better about myself. Not that I had any problem before, like, hugely. I just tried not to think about it, but sometimes if you don't like something about yourself, maybe just push yourself into some uncomfortable situations, not in the back of a Volkswagen. But, just doing something fun, hopefully to make other people entertained or happy, and you might find out something new, like Danny DeVito happy eyes, which, I'm wearing a lot of glasses, you probably can't see. I'm hoping there's bursts of light reflecting off of here and causing lens flares. I gotta find where I left off. Days passed. Nope. Yes, my friend explained, the young Englishman, Captain. I would gladly sacrifice my fortune and even my life to gain the knowledge that this voyage could bring. There would be a small price to pay for something that could benefit all mankind. The stranger covered his eyes with his hands, which I will only do for a second because otherwise I can't keep reading to you guys. It's true. And tears fell from beneath his fingers. Don't talk that way. That was your Oscar bait. You'll be an unhappy man, he cried. As I tell you my story, you'll see how I devoted my life to seeking knowledge that I believed would benefit mankind. As a result, I brought misery, and death to everyone I loved. And now I'm near death myself. Don't let that happen to you. Perhaps talking about your misfortune will help you, Walton said gently. And perhaps I can do something to help also. I thank you for your sympathy, said the man, but nothing can change my destiny. I have to do one more thing while I'm alive, and then I'll be able to die in peace. They went below and he began his story. Chapter 2, folks. Look at us making progress. Hair. Everywhere. One of these days I'm going to shave my head and then I'll show you guys what skull shape I have so that you can tell me whether or not you find it aesthetically pleasing. Chapter 2. The Frankenstein story begins. My name is Victor Frankenstein, and for generations my family has been one of the most respected in the government of Geneva, Switzerland. My devoted parents raised me and my 2 younger brothers, Ernest and William, with patience and love, and even brought into our family Elizabeth Lavenza, the orphan daughter from a noble Italian family. Now, I haven't heard much about Ernest. Ernest Frankenstein. But maybe he's a cool guy. He might just want to get down and, crush some Mountain Dew. Maybe he's a hugger. The world needs more huggers with consent. Always ask for consent when hugging buddies. Elizabeth was a year younger than I, and I truly loved her as my sister, even though we called her my cousin. We spent many happy hours together as we grew up. Elizabeth loved the wonderful sights of nature and the mountains and the lakes of Switzerland, while I was more interested in investigating why things in nature happen. What secrets the heavens and earth were hiding from me. When I started school, I formed a lifelong friendship with Henry Clerval, not to be confused with Henry Cavill. Different dudes. A couple hundred years apart, at least. Henry was a hard-working but spirited boy. He enjoyed writing adventure stories of heroic knights, then getting me out to act them out with him. No fronts. What a happy childhood I had. Kind, generous parents, a loving sister, 2 happy young brothers, and a devoted, fun-loving friend. All this before my life was ruined, before my wild ambition drove me to unlocking the secrets of nature that have been hidden from man since the life on Earth began. That's pretty dramatic. But at the age of 13, I'm dyslexic with writing of ages, apparently. And from the age of 13, my only interest in science was to discover a way to cure disease, to stop people from dying. It's a noble cause. How noble were these childhood dreams? I guess we're on the same page. When I was 15, I read that right, a violent thunderstorm added to my scientific curiosity. A sudden frightening burst of lightning struck an old oak tree near our house. Big oak tree! In moments, the tree was gone, leaving only thin ribbons of wood in its place. And that shall be it for today, my friends. Thank you very much for checking in on my strangeness. I shall make sure to continue as long as everybody's loving it or liking it or not getting upset. As long as everybody's wanting to become plutonic life mates with me in one way or another, I think that I shall keep trying to do this. You know, it's just we don't have enough dramatic readers out there that I've been able to find without looking. And I haven't looked. But I assume that there probably isn't any. And if there is, wow, cool. I want to be one too. So, dramatic reader, end scene. Don't look at the booty. Gotta hit stop. Not editing yet. Still easier to do long single takes than, you know,